continue our discussion over male reproductive system. Already we have studied about primary sex organ and even about the accessory ducts. Now we have to discuss the copulatory organ of the male, nothing but external genitalia of the male, that is nothing but what? Penis. It is the male copulatory organ. During sexual act, the penis helps in deposition of semen, nothing but the sperm containing fluid, into the vagina of the female. That's why it is called as a copulatory organ. Penis is made up of spongy tissue, or you can call it as erectile tissue. The tissue present in this is called spongy tissue, or it is called erectile tissue, and it is found surrounding the what? Urethra. The major part of the urethra is covered by spongy tissue, forming which one? Penis. If you look at the end of the penis, which is enlarged end of the penis, or you can say the swollen end of the penis, is called glans penis. What is it called? Glans penis. One mark what it is. It is the enlarged end of the penis. It is rich with nerves. Blood vessels are very minimum, but it has rich supply of nerves. That's why it is highly sensitive. Okay, and the entire glans penis and even the penis is covered by a fold of skin. The skin fold covering the glans penis is called foreskin. What is foreskin? The fold of skin covering the glans penis is called foreskin. Here only note down one neat point, very important, which can be called prepuce. Okay, foreskin can be also called prepuce. Finally, you will find here the opening of what? Urethra. At the tip of the penis, we will find the opening of urethra. External opening of urethra is called urethral meatus. What is that called? Urethral meatus is the external opening of what? Urethra. Okay, I repeat once again. It is made up of spongy tissue found covering the major part of what? Urethra. The swollen end is called glans penis, covered by a fold of skin called, what is that? Foreskin. And the last opening of urethra is called urethral meatus. The penis plays a main role in transfer of semen and deposition of semen into the female vagina by process called insemination. For that, it will undergo erection. During the sexual excitement, the male penis will erect. It is just necessary for the need. Try to understand here. Okay, the spongy tissue of the penis has numerous blood sinusoids. I will draw only one or two. Okay, such lot of, it is a tissue, right? It is an organ. It has a lot of blood sinusoids. What do you mean by sinusoids? Nothing but few blood vessels before erection of the penis, which are empty, because the end through which blood entered to this empty vessel, what happened? It got constricted. That's why what happens? This sinusoid is totally empty because the another end is constricted due to sexual excitement. As few local hormones are released, these local hormones bring dilation of the constricted end. The constricted end will dilate, due to which what will enter inside? Blood will rush inside. That results in the erection of the penis. The very important point for NEET, what I want to convince you here is the physiology of erection of the penis It is due to what? Filling of the blood into empty sinusoids. In some rare clinical cases, in few men, okay, the penis failed to erect. That could be due to damage of the spongy tissue, hormonal problem, or due to any reason. If penis failed to erect, that clinical condition is called erectile dysfunction. That is called erectile dysfunction, or sometimes it is also referred as impotency or the erectile dysfunction. Okay, and you know that the glans penis and other part of the penis is covered by a skin. That skin fold, you called it as foreskin, or it is also called prepuce. Once again, in some clinical cases, what may happen is, if you assume this foreskin may found covering the entire glans penis, in few children even the urination may become difficult. In some it may cause difficulty during the sexual act also. I repeat, in rare clinical cases, when the foreskin covering the penis fails to retract, fails to withdraw back, in such cases, a small part of the foreskin is cut surgically. Surgical removal of the foreskin is called circumcision. Even in some religious rituals also we will find doing this. Is that clear? That surgical removal of foreskin is called circumcision. This is all about the copulatory organ, penis. Now let me continue to the last part of the male reproductive system, that is accessory glands. We know that the male has 3 accessory glands. Everyone try to understand this concept. These accessory glands are exocrine, not endocrine. That means they can't produce usually hormones. They are exocrine in nature. What are those 3 very important accessory gland? One I have already shown here. What is that? Seminal vesicle. In your first PUC, while discussing the structure of earthworm and cockroach, in their reproductive system also you use the term what? Seminal vesicle. Remember, in invertebrates, seminal vesicle is just involved in storage of sperm. Very important, note down. It is just involved in storage of sperm. In whom? Invertebrates. Whereas in vertebrates like us, if seminal vesicle is present, it is not helping in the storage of sperm. It helps in the synthesis of some fluids required for the nourishment of gametes. And I already told you, a pair of seminal vesicle is present on the ventral surface of the bladder or dorsal surface. It is present on the dorsal surface of the bladder at the base of the bladder. Is that clear? Dorsal and at the base of the urinary bladder. Okay, its duct you can find it here, which joins with the vas deferens and form ejaculatory duct. It is a paired gland. It produce 60% of the semen. It produces 60% of the semen. I told you what is semen. Semen is sperm containing fluid. Okay, ಅದರ 60% contribution ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? Seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle fluid is, important points, what? Alkaline in nature. It is containing, ಇದರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, it has fructose, it has prostaglandins and clotting proteins. What else is there? Clotting proteins. Is that clear? Among these, the fructose is used by the sperm. When the sperm is deposited in the vagina, right, it will start its race. You might have seen it in the movies or in different pictures. The sperm race, the beating of the tail require a lot of energy. During their motility, sperm get the energy by the utilization of what? Fructose present in which gland fluid? Seminal vesicle fluid. It is a source of energy for the motile sperm. Next, prostaglandin, write down, it increases motility and viability of sperm. Increases motility and viability of sperm. Viability means jeevitavadi, lifespan of the sperm is increased by a local hormone called prostaglandin. The function of clotting protein I will tell you later. This is all about which one? Seminal vesicle. Followed by that, below the urinary bladder, we will find one more accessory gland, and this is called prostate gland. What is it called? Prostate gland. Prostate gland. It is a single gland. It is not paired. Prostate is a single gland. Very important. It produces 25% of the semen. And its secretion is alkaline or acidic. Before seeing that, let us first see what is its composition. Idara fluid alli ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಮೊದಲು ನೋಡುವ. It is rich with citric acid. It has acid phosphatase. It has calcium, and even we will find proteolytic enzymes. Proteolytic enzymes. Now, by looking into the composition of prostatic fluid, can you tell me the prostatic fluid is alkaline or acidic? Of course, it is what? Acidic. And this is a single or paired gland. Don't get confused. It is a single gland found surrounding the urethra. It is not a paired one. Now the question is, what is the use of these components? First one, what is that? Citric acid. Once again, it is a source of energy for the motile sperm, right? So you will ask your mom either to give some monosaccharide or the carbohydrates like glucose and fructose after your physical activity, or you may ask your mom to give lime juice which is having what? Citric acid. Like fructose which is used by the sperm also uses which one? Citric acid as a source of energy. Once again, next, acid phosphatase function is not yet known properly. ಇವತ್ತಿನವರೆಗೂ ನಮಗೆ ಇದರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ರೋಲ್ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Okay. Third, calcium required for motility of the sperm. Next ಯಾವುದು? Proteolytic enzymes. Now try to understand. Once male deposit the semen in the vagina of the female, that process is called insemination. Alva. Once that liquid semen is deposited in the vagina, what happens is the semen will clot. Entire semen will undergo agglutination ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾಗಿ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ? Clot, due to the presence of clotting proteins. They are different from those in the blood. Blood ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ clotting factors ಬೇರೆ, seminal vesicle fluid ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ clotting protein ಬೇರೆ. What this clotting protein will do? Help in the clotting of the semen once it is deposited in the vagina. Clear? Now, within some time, that solid semen will reliquefy. ಮತ್ತೆ ಪುನಃ ಅದು liquid ಆಗಿ convert ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ due to the presence of proteolytic enzymes of prostate gland. Once again, till date, we don't know why this process is happening in the what? Vagina of the female after insemination. Is that clear? Clotting protein helps in clotting of the semen. In some time, the proteolytic enzyme break that bond and the semen reliquefies. What exactly the intention? We don't know properly. Some scientists say it could be one of the reason for capacitation process of the sperm. I repeat, it may help in the capacitation process of the sperm. ಹೆಸರೇ ಹೇಳುವ ಹಾಗೆ capacitation ಅಂದ್ರೆ a process by which sperm get the capacity to fertilize. A process by which sperm get the capacity to fertilize. About capacitation, I will deal in this detail while discussing fertilization concept. Is that clear? This is all about the composition of which one? Prostate gland. Now, the third associated gland, okay, one more is there, found below the prostate gland. This is single or paired? It is paired gland, not single. Try to understand, it is paired, okay? And this gland is called bulbourethral gland. What is it called? Bulbourethral gland, or it is also called, I will write here, Cowper's gland. Cowper's gland. It contributes the remaining amount of the semen. Bulbourethral gland, you have to use this in the board's exam, okay, which can be called Cowper. Don't write in the theory exam. Bulbourethral can be called as Cowper's gland, single or paired. It is paired. Its secretion is alkaline. It is alkaline. Nothing special in the alkaline Cowper's fluid. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ ಏನೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರೋಲ್. What is the function of bulbourethral fluid? Remember, this bulbourethral fluid is released before the release of actual semen. Okay, actual sperm containing fluid release ಆಗುವ ಮೊದಲು, ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಮೊದಲು first a small amount of bulbourethral fluid is released that can be called pre-ejaculate. A small amount of bulbourethral fluid that is released first before the release of the semen can be called pre-ejaculate. What is the use of this? This pre-ejaculate neutralizes acidic nature of male urethra and acidic nature of female vagina. I repeat, it neutralizes acidic nature of male urethra and acidic nature of female vagina. Tell me, how male urethra become acidic? ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ sperm pass ಮಾಡುವ ಮೊದಲು, if the male has passed ಯೂರಿನ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರ್ ಯೂರಿನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಸಿಡಿಕ್, ಆ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಯುರೆಥ್ರಾ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ರೀ, ಆಸಿಡಿಕ್. ಅಂತ ಆಸಿಡಿಕ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡೆತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ದ ಅಲ್ಕಲೈನ್ ನೇಚರ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲೈಸಸ್ ಆಸಿಡಿಕ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುರೆಥ್ರಾ. ಇದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಯೂರಿನ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸಿಡಿಕ್. Meanwhile, it neutralizes acidic nature of vagina, that we will discuss later while discussing how vagina becomes acidic in the female reproductive system. And last point, okay, the three associated glands we know their order. When you go to exam, you may forget also. So you know the three terms. What you will do, a common mistake, you will change the names. Don't do that. Whenever you find difficulty, better, one small trick to remember is, you just remember the famous singer S.P. Balasubramaniam. Okay, you might be knowing about him. And what you do, you just write after drawing S.P.B. ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರೆದು ಬಿಡಿ, ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಈಸಿ. ಸೆಮಿನಲ್ ವೆಸಿಕಲ್, P refers to prostate gland, B refers to not Balasubramaniam. What is B? Bulbourethral gland. A short trick to remember, ಆದರೆ practice ಮಾಡಿ. This is all about three accessory glands. Secretion of seminal vesicle prostate gland, bulbourethral gland, together called seminal plasma. What is seminal plasma? It is the one mark question, very important. Secretion of ಯಾವುದರದ fluid? Secretion of seminal vesicle, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland, together called seminal plasma. ನೀವು wrong ಬರಿತೀರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Secretion of the three gland is called. No, you have to write the name of the three. Okay. To that seminal plasma, ಆ ಮೂರು ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಗಳ ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್ಗೆ if what is added? Sperm is added, then it is together called what? Semen. What is semen? One mark question. Seminal plasma along with sperm constitute semen. I repeat, seminal plasma along with ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಆಡ್ ಆದ್ರೆ sperm ಆಡ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ? Semen. Okay. During ejaculation, per ejaculation. What do you mean by ejaculation? The process of release of semen. I used one term, insemination. ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಉಂಟಾ? Yes, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. Ejaculation means release of semen from the male body. Male body in the semen release ಆದ್ರೆ ejaculation. That ejaculated semen, if deposited in the vagina, then it is called what? Insemination. ಈ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಸೀಮನ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗುವ ಮೊದಲು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಲ್ಬೋಯುರೆಥ್ರಲ್ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡಿನ ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಟ್? ಪ್ರೀ ಎಜಾಕ್ಯುಲೇಟ್. ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಇಜಾಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಮೇಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೆಪೋಸಿಟ್ 2.5 to 5 ml of semen, which is with a pH of 7.2 to 7.7. Okay, this 5 ml of semen contain approximately 200 to 300 million sperms. How many? 200 to 300 million sperms are there. Very important point. Out of 300 million sperms deposited in the vagina, of which at least 60% of the sperms must have normal shape and size. Note it down, very important. In that, ಈ 300 million ಅಲ್ಲಿ at least ಎಷ್ಟು percent? 60% of the sperms must have normal shape and size. Among them ಈ 60% ಯಾರು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ among them at least 40% of the sperms must show vigorous motility, then only the male is said to be fertile. At least 60% of them must have normal shape and size. That means ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಏನಾಗಬಹುದು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮಿನ ಹೆಡ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಡಬಲ್ ಟೇಲ್ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಡಬಲ್ ಟೇಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಅದರ ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಹಾಗೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 60% ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೈಜ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 40% must show vigorous motility, then only the male is said to be what? Fertile. Is that clear? Sometime what may happen, a male has produced 300 million sperms, but out of which just 30% sperms are normal shape. Chances of fertilization is what? Very, very less. So what is the minimum criteria? 60% and 40%. Is that clear? This is all about the main concept related to what? Semen. Even though 300 million sperms are deposited, while at the time of fertilization, how many sperm will fertilize? Only one. Now the question raises, when only one sperm is going to fertilize the ova, right? What is the need of producing 300 million sperms? ಯಾಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಇದು ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಕ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಒಂದು ಮೇಲಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾಕೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ? Yes, we will find the answer for this in our next session while discussing female reproductive system.